Well, it's ripening YouTube. Just came back out here to look at my loquat trees. As you can see, it looks like they're strapped to the ground or something. What I'm actually trying to do is to give them some guidance while they're young, while the branches are still soft. I actually tied the branches down. I have these, if you look at them, right by the railroad track. I find all these railroad spikes everywhere, and I've been collecting them to use for this. And basically, if you look up at the branch, I can control kind of where the branch hangs, and I want all my branches to hang to the side. I don't want them to go straight up in the air. Some of these, like this loquat tree here, before I started bending these branches, they were all going pretty much straight up, and I don't want to have to climb a ladder every time I pick a loquat, because that would be tedious and just a pain in the butt. So trying to train them while they're young, get the branches out horizontal and make it a nice wide low canopy. I'll be pruning these somewhat regularly. For the most part, it'll be right after harvest, but for now I'm going to hold these branches down, see if that makes any difference. I imagine when it's really windy, these might move around a little bit, so I may come out here and just check on them, and if it doesn't work, I'll try something else. But this is my training. Never done this before, so this is kind of like a training experiment to see if I can get, all the branches were up here, if I can lay them out like that, and then if they'll branch out as they go out, have a nice have a nice little canopy umbrella tree. Another thing I'm going to be doing with these is tip pruning once they start to put on new growth, and just encourage more and more branching. As you can see, in this case, this is not exactly a specimen at this point. It was in the nursery for too long, but they flower and fruit on the tips of the new growth. So for every tip you get a chance of having some fruit. So that's why we tip prune. Same thing I do with mangoes. You tip prune them so you have as many tips as you can. Every time you prune the tip, you encourage it to branch. So you take one tip off and you end up with maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes more tips that'll come out. And all that new growth is a potential flower and fruit. So keep that in mind if you're growing loquat or a lot of these fruit trees that will flower on the new growth. Keep that in mind. The more you tip it, the more you can, for one, control the size, and you have more options for pruning later on, and number two, you have more options or more opportunities to flower and set fruit. So that's today's experiment. Hope you're having a good day. See you next time.